Hi, I'm Spencer, a POGO specialist. If you're wondering right now, what in the world is a POGO? It's this guy right here, the most advanced tool that you can get right now for your turf management needs. Instead of treating the symptoms of your turf, such as localized dry spots or black layer, you can get a full diagnosis so you can be prepared before things get too out of hand. Let's look at the POGO in detail. Starting from the top, we have our power on light, our charging light, our low battery light, and our Bluetooth light. Right below them is the power button. Then we have the USB-C charging port. Now let's locate the sensors. This here is the infrared sensor for the canopy heat index. At the bottom of the POGO is the external soil temperature probe, which is an optional add-on. And the last one is the soil moisture and salinity sensor. The tines are marine grade stainless steel and at the perfect length for turf root zone analysis. So let's show you how POGO works. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and download the app. It's just called TurfPro Mobile. And go ahead and open that up. You'll have to create a new account, but if someone from your business already has an account, then they'll have to add you onto it. Once that's done, you'll have to go ahead and create a property. A property is the area where POGO is used. So let's hit the plus in the top right corner. Select this as a golf course property type. I'm going to go ahead and put in the property details like name, year established, year renovated, and the address. I'm going to name this one Golf Course. From there, we're going to draw some zones and then take some samples. The zones are the area of interest within our property. So let's click on our property. And we can see we got zones right here on the left side. To create a zone, we click the plus to get started. Let's name this zone Hole 1 Green, and then click Save in the top right. While properties are used for any courses or fields that you have, zones are for anywhere you want to sample on your turf. Whether that's the green for Hole 1, the fairway for Hole 2, or even a practice pitch, for example. To set the zone, scroll down to Zone Boundary and click the little pencil that's right there. Now, it's already gonna say searching for POGOs, so we gotta get this guy connected. We can do that from here, or I'm also gonna show you how to navigate to it. Make sure your POGO is fully charged and go ahead and turn it on. As long as your Bluetooth is on your phone, you can select the bottom right icon, which looks like the tines at the bottom of the POGO. And you can see our POGO is already up. The POGO that pops up is the one that's already registered to your account. And select it, and it's connected. It's important to note that in this connection section, you can see the spot checker, the sensor diagnostic, location statistics, and device statistics. The spot checker allows you to take a sample without making a zone for quick analysis. The sensor diagnostic is for testing the sensor. The location statistics shows how many satellites the POGO is connected to, which ranges from poor, fair, good, excellent, and lastly, optimal as the POGO gains up to a maximum of 12 satellites. And the device statistics shows how long the POGO has been on and connected. When you first boot up your POGO, give it about 2 to 3 minutes to connect to satellites. That way you have an accurate GPS location for when you're taking your samples. Now let's navigate back to our zone so we can draw up our zone boundary. All right, so we're back to our zone, our Hole 1 Green. Let's click that pencil for zone boundary. Now we have two methods here. Method 1 is to just start and walk, and it will place down points automatically based on where your location is. Our second method is point by point. That means you manually select where you want the points of your boundary to be. We're gonna go ahead and do method 1 because that's much easier. And hit record. Now you can see the GPS is already tracking us and making points as we go. At any time, you can hit pause or you can hit stop to stop it fully. And we have our boundary walked. Next, we're gonna go ahead and hit stop. And we're gonna set the approach marker. All we have to do is long press at the entrance of the zone. Now, we're all done. We're just gonna hit save to complete. You can see under the zone boundary, now there's a shape of the zone that we just walked. There's even your total square footage calculated right after you're done. If you set the display units under the user settings to metric, then the area will be in square meters instead. Don't forget that you can also change the zone type, grass type, and root zone type of your zone. We're going to select creeping bent grass and USGA specification. With the basic setup complete, you're ready to start gathering data with your POGO. Let's go ahead and navigate back to our main menu, and under our golf course property, in the top left, you can see POGO sample. From here, we're gonna go ahead and take a sample from inside of our zone to get an accurate picture of our turf conditions. Taking a sample is easy. You just insert the tines all the way down into the soil so that the bottom of the POGO is touching the top of the turf. Then in the app, you just hit plus, and a sample's taken. Your sample data is automatically saved in the app until you sync with the TurfPro Cloud Analysis. It's important to note that the TurfPro app uses GPS to determine whether you're in the zone or not, as indicated by the green bar and zone name at the top. Now, I'm gonna walk around and go ahead and take several samples. You wanna take 2 to 3 samples per 1,000 square feet. About 9 to 18 per your typical green, or about 18 to 24 for your fairways, or other large turf areas. As you take samples, you'll see moisture, salinity, and temperature values on the side. If you want a better analysis into what conditions look like, we can pull up a heat map, or what we call a visual insight on the app. So in order to do that, we first need to sync our data with the cloud. You can sync at any time or wait till the end like we did. So go ahead and right next to the home button, there's a sync button. Click it, and then we're gonna hit sync now to sync our data. The cloud then compiles the data into a visual insight from what we just sampled. Go ahead now and hit home again. We're gonna back up, click on analysis on the right side, and then hit visual insight. And you can see how well the zone is looking, moisture-wise, bulk EC, to which the system automatically calculates salinity, and temperature. In fact, the visual insight view shows that this green has a high soil moisture throughout the zone, which makes sense because the night before, a heavy rainfall came through. Here's what the course looked like 3 days ago. The visual insight is dynamic and shows you exactly what the turf conditions are right when you take your samples, so that you can make the most informed decisions for your turf health. You can set the values of low and high for each of the data points so that you know when it's getting too extreme for your turf. They are set to a default range that can be adjusted to users' specific operations, seasonality, and grass type. This screen also shows 2 other things that are valuable: soil moisture distribution uniformity and turf performance, which are important measurements that we'll go over in future videos. Congratulations! You're now ready to use your POGO and experience what this incredible system can do for your everyday life on the course. Now, there's a ton of info here, so if you want to learn more about what all these different data points means or about the POGO itself, scan the QR code on screen to schedule your free consultation today. And give us a follow for more updates because we have a ton of great stuff coming your way. So we'll see you in the next one.